Hi everybody, thanks for checking out this tutorial courtesy of your regional assistant team. Today we are going to learn how to fill out a request for reimbursement that you'll later upload into the portal. So here is the most recent version of this form. You want to check that it has the updated logo. You're going to check that you're not using one of the old ones that are 2 pages and include a progress report. You'll see that this does not include a progress report since that goes into the portal and will print to 1 page. Okay, so you can indicate this if you're filing your final report. This will usually just be a quarterly report. So we'll do the second quarter of this year. Before 1/6/30. So you'll want to do the grantee and project name. So that could be Town of Sugar City, Police and Fire Building. And then you'll put in your Energy Impact Assistance Fund number. That should be 4 digits, and you can find it on your contract. So we'll say 8555. This will be reimbursement request number 1. So you're going to want to take, and the order is up to you. Some people find it easier to group the invoices if you have different budget line items. Sometimes it's easier to group them by budget. Sometimes it's easier to just do it by date. So we're going to do ABC Engineering. Invoice number 123, and that was from, your invoice number needs to be, or your invoice date needs to be within your contracting period. So say this was from 4/15/19, and you paid it with check number 100, and you paid it on 4/30/19, and it was for $6,500. So we'll work more on budget lines down here, but let's say that this is the engineering line item and you have a construction line item. So a 2 line item contract. Again, you can get this all from your contract. So in these 2 sections, you're going to want to use your pro rata amount. So say that we have funded you 40% of all project costs. And you'll get an introductory email from your regional assistant or your regional manager at the beginning of a project explaining what that pro rata is. You can build in here for future use a formula. So you'll say this equals the total invoice amount and then times 40%. So that'll give you the amount that is being paid with state EIF grant funds or your pro rata amount. And then you can build in another formula here. This equals the total invoice amount less the amount we're paying, and that leaves you with the grantee portion. So we're going to do a construction invoice here. Sugar City Construction. Get all this information off of the invoice itself. Fill that out accordingly. And let's say that's $30,000. And that's going to be line item 2 for construction. So a neat thing here you can do, if this is the same pro rata amount, you can just tug that down and it'll calculate it automatically for you. Same over here. Obviously, you may have one invoice or lots of invoices depending on the complexity of your project and where in the project you are. But for your first one, this, in later ones, this will be filled out from the last time you did it. For your first one, you'll want to consult your contract again and find what goes in here. So our first line item may be engineering from your contract. So again, from state contract, Exhibit B, 6.2 project budget, we're going to say that this is $30,000. For this next one, construction, let's say that your total project, this is not the total grant amount or the total grantee amount, this is the total project. So let's say this is going to be 100,000. So then you'll take the total EIF funds expended to date, including this request. So since this is our first request, the engineering total expended to date of your grantee funds is going to be $2,600. Your matching fund is going to be $3,900. And for this one, just copy from above, like so. Now in subsequent requests, you're going to want to look at all of your requests for reimbursements and make sure that you're adding your current period expenses to all of the prior ones so that we're keeping a running total of both the grantee funds paid out to date and the EIF funds paid out to date. Next, you'll come down here. Now you can have the responsible administrator identified in your contract or the chief elected official sign this form. If you need to make changes to that individual, please reach out to your regional manager or your regional assistants and we can guide you on how to do that. It does need to be signed by one of those two individuals. It can be electronic. The easiest way to do this is usually to save as a PDF, send it over to them, have them sign it. Alternatively, you can print it and then scan it back in. Be sure to type those. And that's it. Once you're finished with that, this is ready to upload into the portal. Please see our portal reporting video for more guidance. Thanks for joining.